Hey everybody, welcome to the Etc. Show. I'm Chris, got Paul with me. Joe is in the theater. I can't remember
Yes.
what play is he doing right now. Joe's
No noise is off or something. Is that the name of it?
yeah. And I know he's been what do you call it? Going through the putting the production together. And you know how it is. Sometimes
Yeah.
the nights go a little bit longer than you think. But it's great. That's why it's good we have a couple people. Got Paul here with me and man, we spent a long time kind of kvetching about the Steelers, but it'll be good to talk about some of the crazy stories out there. How about that?
Sounds good.
All right. Well, I know you've got some internet things you're working with, so let me work my way through some of these stories for you. But I definitely want your opinion on this. Um, okay, now I gotta be careful. I say some goofy things on the show just to try to get a laugh. Again, 99% of what I say on Excited, I'm just saying to be dumb, but I gotta be careful because I don't want to promote arson. But there's a McDonald's worker. Yeah, this is an interesting story. This is actually a month old, but I've been waiting for the appropriate time. So let's go for it right now. There's a trainee manager at Georgia McDonald's. Okay, so new McDonald's worker, they're like, hey, you're going to be a trainee manager. I'm kind of wondering, this guy's 34. Have you ever worked at McDonald's before, Paul?
Nope. Never.
It was funny. In college, I went for a job at McDonald's. And, we've talked about other job applications. I know, the process that you went through. You're a new pastor at church. It takes a while. It's not like it doesn't happen next day always. You have to wait, you
Right.
have to be patient and everything. Well, when I went to this McDonald's, literally, they talked to me for 2 minutes. They're like, "Oh, you're in. You have a job." I'm like, whoa, that's kind of. Well, I was in college, so I became a regular McDonald's worker. Well, this guy's 34. And he was a training manager. So I'm wondering if, like, you and I walk into McDonald's at our age, maybe instead of them hiring us to be a regular worker, we could be a training manager. Maybe I don't know.
I
So this, well,
it, I would hope would at least be at some kind of level.
here's where it gets interesting. This guy is named Joshua Daryl McGregor. So anytime you go by three names, that you're always an interesting person. So he got hired at the Savannah, Georgia, and it was April of last year. So baseball season starting. McDonald's get a little busier. Everything, it gets a little hectic at McDonald's. You've been in McDonald's where the lines are long and
Yep.
people are getting frustrated. So he's getting frustrated himself. So here's what he does. The restaurant was very busy. He felt that the drive-through was crowded. So what do? You're a manager trainee. Maybe you work with the workers to find a quicker way of doing things. Maybe you work faster. Maybe you push people more. Everyone's got different management styles. Well, here's what this guy did. He lit a piece of cardboard on fire and tossed it in the restaurant's dumpster, which was full of cardboard and other flammable materials.
As
So
one does.
right, so the fire ignites in the dumpster, and he returns back to the restaurant. Well, if you're in a restaurant or you're in the drive-through and you see a big fire, you're probably not waiting in line, right? You run off. So
Yeah, I don't think I'd hang around.
right. So Joshua Darrell. Now again, I'm not promoting arson. I don't think this is a great idea or anything. But again, we find ways to deal with crisis. And some work harder, some are get tougher with their employees, or some are easier on employees. Whatever management style, this guy just sets
He said
fire.
work smarter, not harder.
Yeah, so he sets that fire. Well, the poor guy gets sentenced for 5 years in prison. Yeah, apparently
As one does.
right. That's frowned upon. You can't. It's tough. Now, and you might say, okay, it was at a dumpster. Okay, obviously not cool to set fire, but it's in a dumpster. It wasn't like he set the restaurant on fire. You know what I mean? But the prosecutors are saying the fire became so intense that the customers in the drive-thru lane had to back out of the parking lot, and the restaurant had to briefly close. So, if the dumpster's close to the cars, obviously, it could set a car on fire. It's kind of tough.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, how this guy responded, there's ways you can respond. Maybe you're frustrated, you do a bad move, and immediately you regret it. You're like, oh man, I can't believe I did this. I'm so sorry. Well, the guy filmed the chaos and the flames and he posted on Facebook.
As
That's
one
what
does.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So it wasn't, oh my gosh, I lost my control. I set this fire. I'm so sorry. He's more like, hey, look at me. He's going for the light.
Just own it, I guess. Yeah, that's.
And I'm assuming that post got deleted, in the investigation or whatever. I wonder how people would react to that. Like, like when someone's in a crisis or does something really bad, like are people liking that? Like, hey, you go, boy. They're liking it, sharing it, or are people
Now,
horrified? I can't
did
believe
he
it.
was he posed in front of the fire like duck faced peace sign and just what?
I wish it said it didn't make it clear. It just said he posted, yeah, and he posted a video too. So this wasn't just was he narrating it? I wonder, and again, the story doesn't specify it, but I'm kind of wondering, was this like, hey, this is what happens when you all go to McDonald's at one time? You think he was preaching at people? You know what I mean?
It seems like he was trying to communicate some kind of point.
Okay,
Sometimes it's better to use your words.
all right. So again, now we're just guessing. So don't we're not don't quote us on it. So it probably wasn't like B-roll footage where you just saw a video of a dumpster in flames. You might be like, hey, this is what happens when you all come at the same time.
But as a manager of a fast food establishment, you would think that you would want to be busy rather than shutting down for a period of time.
Yeah, but you need to rest. You know what I mean? You need to relax. The poor guy was really busy and everything. So I don't know.
That's why people apply at McDonald's, because they want to rest.
Yes. Well, I mean, he's probably not making a lot of money. He's probably going, what the heck? I'm not making enough for this. So you pled guilty to arson. And,
It's hard to plead any other way.
as we're joined by a bearded Joe Frost. Hey, Joe. How you
Oh,
doing?
the thespian.
Well, I've always been bearded, but if you're not watching the video of this, I've dyed my beard for a show that I am in right now.
Oh, okay.
And so my beard is darker and not bright white.
When I have a beard, I just forget to shave. So at least you're doing it for
True.
point.
True.
Not of laziness. Like
Got reasons.
All right.
Speaking of arson.
Yeah. So, what to quickly catch you up on this? I updated the link on our file. For some reason, the original link wasn't working. So, we've got a guy with 3 names, Joe, which is always not helpful if you have 3 names. Joshua Dale.
You know they're going to commit a crime if they use 3 names.
You're right. If you use 3 names, you're a criminal. Poor guy. He's a management training at McDonald's. Things are getting busy. There's a long line. And like I was telling Paul, Joe, I mean, you handle it in different ways. Everyone's got a different management style. You might get a little bit more harsh toward your employees. Maybe you try to be friendlier. Some people do. The guy who walked outside and set fire to the dumpster, he filmed it and he put it on Facebook. And it doesn't say what he did on the film.
Facebook video, or it didn't happen.
Right. And we're thinking he probably just didn't take a video and didn't talk. He probably said, hey, everybody, this is what happens when you don't move quicker. I'm wondering, was he critical toward the customers or critical toward his employees? Hey, employees, move a little quicker or I'm going to burn down the.
How would that punish the workers?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I think we are making a leap and an assumption here.
Right.
That was not part of the McDonald's manager training. I think the real question at the bulk of the McDonald's globally is why doesn't every manager start a dumpster fire every single day?
Yeah, couldn't that be like the ripcord? Like I've had that conversation.
You know what? I'm setting fire to the dumpster.
Right.
Peace out. Deuces, I'm gone.
Well, I mean, I don't want to get into specifics, but I got a situation at work where we're trying to solve a problem,
Mhm.
and I got presented with a couple ways of helping solve a problem. But I've got a ripcord.
Is it
way
with
that we
someone
can
named
post it.
Maria? Do you have a problem with someone named Maria?
Maria? Like Maria?
How do you solve a problem like that?
How do you solve a problem like Maria?
Well, I mean,
No.
whenever you're trying to solve a problem, there's a ripcord, and the guy, and like I said, it's McDonald's. Now, I would say, I hate to say a more reputable company. I would say some companies
I
don't
mean,
have that ripcord.
They
but,
have a reputation.
right, yeah, they have a reputation. I think McDonald's, maybe it's not in a corporate handbook, but I can see
It's the unwritten rule.
It's that
Yeah.
wink, wink kind of rule. Like, you know what you can do.
Whatever.
Wink, nudge, burn down the dumpster.
and corporate gets the money. What do you call it? Corporate
The
gets
the insurance money. Yeah, maybe.
It could happen. So when he came aboard, we were saying he got 5 years in prison, 3 years of supervised release. Now,
is that on top of the 5?
Well, after the
Okay, so
completion.
5 and then 3 more of supervised.
Now, I will say, you might say, "Whoa!" So someone at McDonald's has to go to prison. I think I can say it now. The statute of limitations has been over. When I spent some time at McDonald's in college, the manager was up for a murder charge. That was wild.
What just dawned to me? Like,
were they guilty?
I don't know. I didn't find out that.
It would be great if this guy, when he's released from prison, goes to the prison dumpster and like post another video of that on fire. Like,
oh yeah,
just got out of prison.
Here's how I feel about this prison. Boom.
Or he might just be able to go back and get his old job back. You know what I mean? Like, all right, serve my time. All right.
It may be sad that McDonald's employment practices may extend more grace than some churches.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Was that a dumpster fire of a take?
It was a pretty accurate take.
Mean take.
Sadly, yes.
A mean but true take. I'll say it. Let's see what else is going on. Yeah, the guy from the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms Explosives. He gives a quote why arson's bad. Well, we know that. But his defense attorney, also with 3 names, William Joseph Turner, called his client.
Do you not have 3 names? Like, will you keep calling out people who have 3 names? Do you not have a middle name?
I do, but I'm Chris Pugh. I'm like Christopher Lee Pugh. I mean, right?
That's
your French counterpart, right?
I only mentioned 2 names.
What, if you introduce yourself, use all 3 of your names, you just told that person that you have or are going to do something bad.
Yeah.
Well, and understand the defendant and the defense attorney both are using 3 names. And
so what are we saying about Stephen Curtis Chapman? Is what I'm.
Yeah, rough man. he does things.
I almost made a very bad joke and incredibly inappropriate. Not going there.
We've had Stephen Curtis Chapman on the show a couple times, not on this current iteration, but we almost ruined our chance of getting him back. So you never know. Well, the defense attorney said his client is a good man that made a mistake. He will move past this. So take that, courts. He's a good man. He just made a mistake.
I don't know. Look at this picture, though.
Oh, the picture of the guy? Yeah. At the top. Mm-hmm.
I mean, he did it, right? Like,
he's a friendly chap.
If you just had a book of photos and you're like, one of these guys fired through a dumpster, probably put in that picture. Like, I think that's probably the one.
Yeah.
You
So
hate to stereotype some people. You hate to do it because you get it into your head. Stereotyping is bad. Then why do people keep living up to them? Why? Why?
I don't know.
It keeps being the
People with
same
three
person
names.
that does the that three named guy who's out here with his
If you're
crazy
using
wild
three
haircut.
names, like just you got to wake up every day. Don't do something bad today. Don't do something bad today. Just break the cycle.
Jill
Break the
Sternberg,
cycle.
attorney, says, "Hey, intentionally setting a fire in an effort to shut down or damage somebody else's property is inexcusable. He'll have substantial time to ponder his post-prison employment options." No, I
He
mean
could
he'll
have
go
just
back to
stopped it. He
McDonald's.
just could have stopped at intentionally setting a fire. Didn't have to put
Yes.
all these other caveats on it, for the purposes of the just intentionally starting a fire.
Well,
Bad call.
and again, he's not going to have time to consider
In a dumpster on a Thursday at a place of business for the reasons of blah blah blah. No, dude.
In a non-approved fire receptacle.
Yes. But he's going to get his old job back, so he doesn't have to worry about pondering what he's going to do. Just go out of prison, and
He was still a manager in training.
Yeah, he passed.
Real managers burn down the actual place.
Yeah, you served here 8 years or 5 years.
What are you wasting this fire for in a dumpster, man? We got a whole building full of people over here. No, bad practices. Right. Don't do it.
Well,
see, they're remodeling a lot of McDonald's. Maybe that he was just trying to jumpstart. Maybe he was at the end of the list for his store. He wanted to move up the priority list for remodels.
Yeah, it's called insurance money. It's great. Well, we are trying. Sometimes we just talk and do 5-hour shows. We're going to try and keep us moving and timely, but we got to be careful because I got late breaking news, and this topic could take hours. So let's.
Are your pets okay?
Oh, no. Let's try and get through this in 10 minutes. Oh yeah, geez, we're not dealing with politics. We're dealing with politics. We could have been speaking for hours and hours, but more pressing news has come up. Joe's already sweating. He's not liking where we're going with this. But
this is already freaking me out. What's up?
Rachel Gunn. She's the 37-year-old Australian university lecturer who Paul and I know her
/ breakdancer.
Right. Well, we know her as B-Girl Ray Gunn.
You don't know anybody as B-Girl anything. What are you talking about?
We've gotten to know her. I mean, Paul and I, she's become our...
You don't know her.
Oh, we know her.
She doesn't go here.
She's our friend.
She's a friend to all.
Yeah, she's a friend to all. Okay, well...
The kangaroos and whatever that thing was where she was folding herself in half, whatever that was.
Right. She rocketed on the scene. She didn't choose greatness. Greatness chose her. So she had.
You just not choose greatness because she's not great.
Right.
Okay, Joe. Here, I know we're sidetracking us. Who do you think more warrants fame, Ray Gunn or Hawktua Girl?
Ooh.
Oh, I don't think that other person deserves anything. I don't even want to say those words out loud. No.
Oh yeah, I've talked to him, right? Well,
no. No, just no. My answer is no. No.
Well, shame on Hawktua because she's drawing us away from B-Girl Ray Gunn.
More shame is what you're saying. Right. More, not just.
Well, and I got to address Paul because I think Paul's going to understand this a little bit more.
Okay.
Our heroes have tough days, right, Paul? Sometimes our favorite athletes, have a rough day on the field. Well, B-Girl Ray Gunn had a tough Olympics. You know what I mean? She didn't fare that well there. Yeah, it was kind of an off day. You know what I mean? Like the American Idol.
It does not appear like it was an off day. Okay.
You had a bad day. You had a bad day. But
camera don't lie.
Yes, camera doesn't lie. But Rachel Gunn, she's got this past week, she got claimed the #1 spot in the new world rankings for breakdancing. Look at that. Justice for Ray Gun. Or B Gun. Is it B Gun or Ray Gun? I can't.
Ray
Ray
gun.
gun.
Oh, it's B Girl Ray Gun. Okay, sorry. I'm not saying this. Right.
Doesn't matter.
It does. It does.
It really doesn't.
Yeah, I mean, which is fun. She's got #1. I know that seems hard to believe because some people say, "Well, didn't she have a bad Olympics?" But
She had
her
a misunderstood Olympics.
right. Her ranking was based on her
Like, I don't
dominance.
understand why she was there. I don't understand what she was doing. Neither did the, I don't know, Olympic judges.
Right. Well,
She scored a
Back-
0, dude. It was 0.
back in October of 2023. Now Paul and I didn't talk about this on the podcast. Well, we had other topics we were discussing, but Paul and I got together and we watched the Oceania Continental Breakdancing Championships.
You watch what?
The Oceania Continental Breakdancing Championships. Remember that, Paul?
Have you ever said those
We
words in that order before?
Well, she won it, and that's what got
Did
her
I
to
black out for that? Or what?
Well, I mean, she.
I
won
know
it.
I would black out if I had to watch it. My body would just automatically go, no, this is preferable. We're done.
She won that competition, which gave her the #1 world ranking.
Was that on the show list for last week? But then I thought you fell asleep, so I logged off, and we never.
Yeah.
You dreamed that we watched it, or
Well, it happened back in October of 2023. It was a crazy.
Oh yeah. Back
Right.
in October.
Japan's B Girl Rico won a World Series event in Hong Kong, but Rachel Gunn won the tiebreaker because the Continental Championship events take precedence over World Series events.
yeah,
So, justice for Ray Gun.
boom.
Can I point this out?
Yeah,
Can I point something out? Oceania,
yeah.
Oceania, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Is not a continent.
Well, but it was a big. It was a big.
Name the
event.
continents for me.
I don't pay attention to that. I just pay attention.
You don't know what the continents are? Oh my word!
The Oceania. Let
Let me tell you what one of them isn't. Oceania. It's not a continent.
They're always just like the planets. They're always changing.
Yeah. And we don't need to rank our breakdancing.
Oceania is the Pluto of continents.
And we don't need to rank
Again,
our breakdancing.
Phrases I never thought I was going to say. I logged on here. I had no idea the position that you would put me in, where I would say that sentence and be very passionate about it.
And breakdancing, we don't need to rate our people based in the Olympics. Oceania is a much better event to rank them on. You know what I mean? The Olympics
Does it count that she got 0 points at the Olympics? That's not a thing.
No, because we're ranking
you don't
on,
lose points from other things.
Right.
Also, how in the world did she win the Oceania Continental Championships? Did everybody else fall down? Like what?
Oh no.
She got
What?
skills.
She got
Which
skills.
ones?
Now, see, if you're a flat earther, Oceania is the continent underneath.
You gotta
Right.
be kidding me. Oh my word. I can't even dignify that. Oh my gosh. Yikes. No, but like, how in the world did she win this thing? Like, honestly, were there a continent's worth of people competing? I don't. You don't wake up one day and just decide I'm going to be this awkward of a breakdancer just because today's the Olympics. Like, there's what? No, how? Had the other contestants heard of breakdancing?
Oh, they heard. It was good.
She redefined the art form.
You're not watching it. Get out of here.
I actually found it. It's on YouTube. Let me see if I can play it. Let me make sure it's not an inappropriate file.
Do we have to? Oh my gosh.
Uh,
I'm already uncomfortable. I'm already uncomfortable with this.
Oh, look at that. Yeah.
Which one's who? Which one is who? Is
She's in
Rachel the
red.
one in the blue?
I think that's a dude. No, that's a girl in the blue. No, I think this is Rachel in the red. Look at that.
On the
Oh.
right, the one in the blue shirt. This is
No,
not Rachel doing this right now.
I think it's Rachel, is it?
That appears to be Molly. That can't be Rachel.
I don't know, Paul. What do you think?
She's just moving so fast. It's hard
No,
to.
that is Rachel's moves right there.
Yeah,
That little fold yourself in half move. That's right
yeah,
there.
yeah. She's like, check this out.
And so
And Molly's a good competitor. I mean, Molly's shown.
Molly hasn't even hardly done anything, and I already think Molly should win this.
No, I mean, see,
Yeah,
that's
none of this is great.
But this is the World Oceania Breaking Championships of 2023.
Is this like coming away as like the Delaware State Fair blue ribbon winner? Is that like what this is?
This is like Madison Square Garden.
You're like, do they grow things in Delaware? Is that a thing that they do? I don't even know. Do they have room for that?
Look at the venue. It looks
It's the Rhode Island State Fair. Like what?
Oh man.
Do they have it? Honestly. Okay, I'm looking that up. I need to know.
All right.
Is there a Rhode Island State Fair? Well, boom, there it is. They got county fairs.
Paul, I'm watching this. I'm watching.
I'm not watching them. I can't take it. It hurts. It hurts my soul. What is happening? I will. Okay, here's what I will grant you. This is better than what happened at the Olympics. This is better than what was shown at the Olympics. This is still not good. She
had an off day at the Olympics, and again,
that's not true.
We don't rank the Olympics. For breaking the Olympics.
How is the Olympics not taken into consideration here?
Well, she's clearly the best in all of Oceania.
Right. Oceania's like the Masters.
I'm still interested to know how many people competed in this competition.
Probably two, but it was
and I am interested to know how white all the rest of the competitors were.
Yeah, that's true.
People's Republic of Oceania.
The People's Republic of Oceania.
Oh, look, did you see Raygun laughing at Molly? And Molly's like, hey, look at this. And Raygun's like, no, look at this.
No, look at this.
She's about to drop it. She's about to drop it.
I think we should drop it. That's really what I think should happen.
All right. Well,
is that what's being dropped? No. What is happening?
All right. I'm going to fast forward.
This is a new move I've developed. It's called the seizure.
I wonder if they're going to announce the winners. Let's see if we can get. Oh, yeah.
Well, you already know who won.
Well, we just want to see the excitement. Oh, look at that. Oh, she's excited.
Oh, my goodness. Did you think that she would be sad that she won?
Oh, no, she's pumped up. So, man, I'm just feeling happy that I've been here to see it. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, I don't mean to pray about weird things, but sometimes, like, when greatness happens, you're like, God, thank you for letting me watch Michael Jordan's prime or whatever. You're like,
I mean, it's like remembering watching on TV Len Barker's perfect game for Cleveland, watching Raygun win the Oceania.
Or it's like watching Donald Trump say that people were eating cats and dogs. You're like, this is really wonderful.
They're eating the pets.
All right. Well, we got a couple other things to get to. We want to make sure we.
Yes, we do. Moving on.
I thought this was kind of interesting. Doritos has dyes in them, and I think we all understand that.
What?
What?
Yeah.
All natural colors.
Right. But it was used in an experiment that created transparent mice. How about that?
What?
I don't know. I don't understand what you just said.
Oh,
What?
okay. Well,
Rewind the story a little.
Okay, researchers
Yo,
at Stanford
yo.
University,
What just happened?
they wrote an article in Science how they were able to see through the skin of live mice. They applied a mixture of water and tartrazine, a bright yellow-orange food coloring used in Doritos and other food, drugs, and cosmetics. So, they used this concoction and they were able to see through the skin of live mice. Now, you can respond in a couple different ways. You can sit there and say, how did you pick this story? This can't be true. Is this fake news or whatever? Or you can sit here and say, that's horrifying. We shouldn't eat that food anymore. I think it's kind of cool.
If there was any reason to think that this could happen to people, every 17-year-old boy would be completely transparent.
Maybe we're getting closer to that. You know what I mean? So I think good for us. Our foods are coming to a point where we can be transparent. The more, and bravo to Doritos. I think Doritos is really doing it good for our world. So I don't know.
Was the experiment sponsored by Doritos?
Well, it's used.
They're providing a service.
Yeah, this ingredient is used in Doritos, and it's other foods, drugs, and cosmetics. So,
maybe the coloring in Mountain Dew offsets the coloring of Doritos.
I have this.
Again, teenage boys are fine with that
combo. They have been so far. Well, the article does say that human skin is about 10 times thicker than a mouse. So it's not sure how much dye or how it would be administered is needed to work on humans.
Well, easily 10 times more Doritos than a typical mouse.
Right. Or we inject
than a typical mouse. If I've heard that said about me one time, then that is more times than I've ever actually heard it said out loud.
Or should we really dye up our Doritos? You know what I mean? Like add tons more dye. Really, just put.
Well, let's be honest. When you open up the Dorito bag, which ones do you eat first?
The dye ones, right?
The ones that have all of the crusty flavoring on them.
Right,
then there's the ones at the bottom of the bag that don't really have that much. Yeah, you eat the ones that are like caked in it first.
Right. Well, let's cake them even more to try to do.
Because I want to see everyone's skull.
Yes. You know that they actually catch fire too, right? Like they burn.
Yes.
They burn quite well. If you need to start a fire at a campground, bring some Doritos with you.
See, now McDonald's managers are going to start throwing their teenage boy employees into dumpsters.
Yes. Just to see through their skin.
I
want that clip taken out of context.
Yes. That'd be great. I did see a graphic here. Joe, I don't know if you can see this, of the internal organs of mice. I'm kind of grossed out.
Why are we doing that?
Yeah, I don't know why we're putting these graphics in.
That one, the imaging of internal organs, that's super gross.
Yes.
And you think seeing the internal organs of a human is going to be more appealing?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe this is a bad
do you
idea.
think this whole thing is my idea? Why are you painting me into that corner? I didn't do this.
Dare you, Joe?
I was asking Chris. He's like, he wants to ramp up these experiments.
He's all about it.
All right. I'm horrified now. Let's don't ramp up these experiments. This is gonna be rough. All right. Well, we got a couple other things we gotta get to. Buffets are glorious. Back in the good old days when I used to be able to eat like I wanted to, instead of this keep me healthy type crap. I love buffets. Well, here's a woman. She was arrested in Indiana because she was arguing her all-you-can-eat meal should be able to feed her entire family at the table. Janisha Cobbs, she was dining at Applebee's in Indiana. She ordered the $15.99 unlimited food deal earlier this month. She's saying that she thought I could feed her whole family. But they're like, no, buffets are for one person.
See, this is the problem with the English language. We don't have a differentiation between you singular and you plural. Like,
Okay.
We
at
do.
least if this were in Pittsburgh, like
We
the
have
ad would be like,
several. It would be
all you can eat or all yins can eat.
right.
You got to have some differentiation of the, because it's all you can eat, not all y'all can eat.
See, and that's why y'all is helpful. It's clearer.
But I mean, the
It
menu
makes
did
sense.
not. She's saying the menu didn't state that the deal was for one individual.
But it
Yeah,
said
if you
all
want-
you can eat, right?
Yeah,
All
I
you
mean,
can eat.
well, she could have brought the whole city in. You know what I mean? Because of ended hunger. You know, she should have brought all the homeless people in for
Well, I think that's
$15.99.
implied in the all you can eat. It's like all you, the person ordering that, can eat, not all you and whoever you brought with you.
Well, I mean, there's
Guys,
collective
not
use.
all y'all can eat.
Yeah.
It's all you can eat. All y'all can eat.
Yeah, I mean, what is a collective you? I don't know. And
No.
you know, there was a commotion, there was arguments, there was a little bit of yelling back and forth. It happens at Applebee's, but they did pay for everything at the end.
They
Okay.
did.
She was busted over 2.5 years after another weird incident happened. I like this story. Back in 2021, there was a California woman. She challenged herself to consume her $50 worth of a sushi buffet.
Oh,
She ate 32 rolls, 4 godzilla dumplings, 2 jalapeno poppers, a bowl of miso soup, and a bowl of edamame.
Edamame.
Edamame, sorry. She wound up in a hospital where she was diagnosed with reflux disease or acid reflux.
yeah. Be happy she didn't die.
Yeah, I mean, don't eat buffets. I mean, buffets are going to hurt you. I mean, I've had enough buffets that probably almost killed me. So, I don't know. Do you guys ever eat buffets anymore?
Not, I mean,
Not really.
I do. The dangerous thing for me is Cece's Pizza, which are less and less common because
Yeah.
I can be pretty good restraining like just my portions and how much I eat, but when it comes to pizza, even mediocre pizza like Cece's, I don't know when to stop.
You're so generous. Mediocre? No.
I will say,
I could spend the whole day at Cece's and just
Yeah.
die.
Well, they do have that like cinnamon roll dessert pizza thing. The
Yeah, they
cinnamon
do.
oh my gosh, that's so good.
yeah, I think Cece's are down the only one in Cincinnati. My family took a trip down there. We thought my kid would love it because my son loves pizza and he liked it, but I don't know, man. I wasn't
You know
missing
who's the genius at all you can eat? Olive Garden. All you can eat breadsticks, pasta,
Bread.
salad. 'Cause, yeah, eat about 3 breadsticks, a salad,
And a
and a
bunch
plate
of
of
pasta.
pasta.
You're
How,
done.
how much? How much more are you ordering after that?
Yeah. Stick a fork in you. You're done. There's nothing left. Nope.
So I mean,
Like
this
all you
is
can eat pancakes. Like
Yeah. All right.
after about 4, are you
You're
really
done.
going much further than that?
No.
restaurant and all. Like, should they make their menu a little bit more clear? I don't know. I mean, it
I
sounds
don't
ridiculous.
know.
But
Talking about
All you can
somebody
eat seems pretty.
just trying to. She's pretty clear. Like it's just somebody just trying to come in and ruin stuff.
Yeah.
Why do
Nobody
you need to ruin
else.
stuff?
No one else in the history of restaurants has taken all you can eat to mean all y'all can eat.
Yeah, this is for everybody. We're gonna charge $15 in every human being that comes in after you and sits at your table.
Because then
No,
you just cover it
no.
like everybody at the restaurant, like everybody, we're all in on the all y'all can eat special. It's on
No.
me.
okay.
15 bucks,
And
feed
it
the whole
feels like that's
place.
fairly clear at the beginning when you say, "I want 4 buffets." Like, I want a buffet. You're like, okay, cool. That's 4 buffets for 4 people. I think it's fairly easy to make that clear up front. But then,
It's kind of like one of those things like
everything, where it all goes downhill is that somebody loses their mind and starts verbally abusing people. Like,
Yeah.
like
I
when,
mean,
you were
when your
mistaken.
snowblower has like not for use on rooftops, it's like you really shouldn't have to say that. And I think all you can eat is even more specific than, hey, don't snowblow your roof.
Take
They're
your
just
shirt off before you iron it.
don't you grills are not meant for indoor use.
Right. These are things that I don't know. You should not have to be made clearer than necessary.
okay. All right. I'll give you that. All right. Well, to honor Paul, because I got to talk about my ray gun. Joe, what are you doing on Saturday? Do you have any plans?
Yes.
Do you really have plans, or are you just afraid of what I'm going to mention here?
Can't both answers be true?
That's true. Well, I know right now where Paul is. I know Paul made his glorious return back to Ohio, but there's things about Pennsylvania that keep Paul's interest. In Gobbler's Knob this Saturday, 1 p.m. to 8 p.m. Why is this 7 hours? It's the Punxsutawney Groundhog Club annual picnic and feeding Phil the Elixir of Life ceremony. Oh my gosh.
Why is it 7 hours? Why is it any hours? Why?
Yeah.
It's a tall glass.
It takes 7 hours to drink this stuff?
You can't gulp it. You got to sip it.
No, I will say
It's got a small mouth.
it's presented by the Punxsutawney Groundhog Club. They do have a media email, and last week I know we had some logistical issues. We didn't record last week, but I did reach out to somebody from the club and I said we need to talk to you about this. Never heard back. Paul, why don't
Because
you
they know. They know.
The way you
They've
said
heard the
that,
show. They know your hate.
the way you said that was not.
No,
genuine.
I said, come on.
We need to talk about this.
Well, it's a little harsh love, but I mean, I think it needs to happen. I mean, come on, what's up?
Hey, we want to talk about your stupid groundhog thing. Can you call me back?
Yeah, please come on 11 p.m. So
Come on at 11 p.m. and talk about your stupid groundhog thing.
Yell you about.
Talk about your groundhog drinking the elixir of life. Yeah, don't leave messages like that anymore, Chris.
All right. All right. Help us count how many sips he takes.
What?
So we apparently
that requires multiple people.
Yeah. What's going on here, Paul? Are we like? Do they give him a sip and it was like 1, 2, 3?
Yeah, it's like in wrestling, like when the guy leans him over the ropes and kind of hits his chest, like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, the Sheamus.
Yes.
Yeah.
So how many
like that? Does somebody put the groundhog over the ropes and punch him while he's trying to do the?
No, you set him down with the glass of the elixir. It's like 1, 2.
If that's what you're talking about, it's getting closer to something I'd be interested in.
Poor Phil's
it's either that or chug, 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 chug.
Poor Phil's gagging, gasping for air. And all these, yeah,
they're like basically waterboarding.
They're not waterboarding the poor
guy. Talk.
Yeah.
Tell us the military secrets of Punxsutawney.
Yeah, they're giving away too many sips for
like drowning.
Yeah, maybe that's why that guy didn't come on. You have to have a ticket to attend, so you can't be looking loose. You got to spend money, and you got to be 21 8 years of age in order to attend. I'm sorry, when you have to be 21 or older to attend, that's not usually a great event.
No, we're talking about Phil's life here and his ability to live an elongated life. We don't need little kids messing this up. This is serious business.
I'm straight up concerned about Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania. This is what is passing as like a social
like,
event.
Yeah, it's like seedy adult entertainment. Like, oh, you gotta be 21 or over. I mean, come on.
What are they doing to this crowd?
All right.
That's Phyllis's big day of the year.
Oh my gosh.
Now,
No, I don't like that. I don't like it. I don't like where you just led me, and I don't like it at all. It has to stop.
It
No.
doesn't say how much this costs, which scares me. You have to have a ticket to attend. Hang on, I just lost my link.
We'll buy a ticket. Buy a ticket so we can know how much they are.
Right. Lunch, dinner, live music. Now, who knows what the live music is? I mean,
Is it played by Phil?
Yeah, it's not Metallica. Taylor Swift's not going to be coming to give her a take.
Well, then, what's the point of life? Why would you drink an elixir of life if Taylor Swift is not even going to be there?
We're going to be streaming college football. We can do that at home, right?
FYI, dear Puxatani, everybody can stream college football on the phone in their pocket.
Yes.
Well, but see, that's Penn State territory, so being able to watch Penn State's going to be a big deal.
Then say Penn State. Is that just like college football wink wink? Like what's
Yes. Okay, here's where it gets scary. Okay, you get complimentary beer. Okay, I'm sure it's important for them over there. You get to join the inner circle to get Phil his elixir of life. So how many sips are we giving him, Joe?
I don't know. I'm looking at this photo, and there's a lot of dudes in top hats.
Poor groundhogs gasping for air.
I swear it looks like they're waterboarding him, and there's somebody just taking photos. And I think they're taking photos on like an old timey camera that has film in it.
Yes,
where it goes click, and you go,
and you get a photo op with Phil. Well, that's not good. You're going to get your photo op with Phil
like
emaciated
with your arm around him, or like.
When
you take photos with a pro wrestler and they're all like, they put their arm around you and they point at you.
Yes.
Is that Phil? Yeah.
Trying to remember where I hung stuff. I got a picture with Phil.
You did not get a picture with Phil. Please.
I have a picture with Phil.
Why would you do that?
Okay, you need to show it. Do you have it?
Hold on.
Have you given Phil his elixir of life?
I would not dare assume that kind of responsibility.
Is in Phil. I want to know what's in this.
I'm looking at groundhog.com. I don't even see where you can get tickets for this thing.
That's Phil right there.
Did they sell out? Yeah.
This is Groundhog Day, baby. That's Phil right there. In the flesh.
Live Phil or stuff Phil?
Live Phil. The man, the myth, the legend right there.
How many sips did you give him at that time?
He doesn't take the sips on Groundhog Day. He takes them in September.
Yes, at this.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, wait a minute. Puxatawny Phil drinks a secret elixir of life every summer at the Groundhog Picnic, which is what we're talking about, which gives him 7 more years of life.
Yes.
So every summer, he drinks a potion that gives him 7 more years of life.
Yes.
Wait.
So you just keep tacking on.
Yeah, what's funny?
Then why do you have to drink it every summer?
Why not?
If it gives you 7 more years, what? I don't understand. I don't understand the math of what we're talking about here.
It's just load it up. Load it up. Because what if there's some major?
Why are you?
What if there's some kind of major crisis in the world and one summer you have to miss? You've got a bunch of years banked up. You're okay to skip. Why not bank them?
Now, Joe, all these events I'm telling you about, right? I mean, with the lunch, dinner, live music, streaming of college football, and you're like, man, I'm in. Sign me up. Well, there's more events you can check out.
Well, there better be.
Yard games. There you go. and small games of chance. What's small games of chance?
I don't know.
Are we doing a casino like small
Playing
casino
dice?
games?
What are we? What are we doing? It's just they're flipping a coin, but it's a dime.
To see,
It's
to
a
see
small game of chance.
Get Phil the next elixir of life.
It's a game of small chance.
Oh man, I'm still bothered. I don't know what these tickets are for. Have they sold out of the tickets, Paul? Do you know?
I have not checked.
I'm
I'm
looking
sure
at
they will sell out.
Maybe they've
Check
already
your
had
Eventbrite, Paul. The one that
I
you
can't
set
right
up
now.
for this thing. Oh, I guess right. You're on your phone.
All right.
Right now I'm busy. I'm online.
So very good. Technically, my Saturday is free right now, but I need to find something because I don't want to go here. This will not be
Mine
good.
was free, but I'm not going to this.
Okay. All right.
We have a hurricane coming. I can't go.
Oh yeah, it's true. The band's really quick, and again, we're up against it. But the band's Living by the Drop will perform. Joe Pascuso and Phil Cushing. How about that?
Those are just names. You made those up. Those aren't people.
Um,
It's like in Tom Johnston. Like that. What? I have no idea.
they're Punxsutawney locals.
See,
So yeah.
Also, Greg Gregerson. No, it's not a person.
So
Did you just flip open? You got a Yellow Pages from 1998, and you just flipped it open.
Right. Oh, tickets are $25.
$25.
oh, that's a bargain.
Plus a processing fee, which obviously it's got to be at least.
Oh, come on, Ticketmaster. This is outrageous.
Oh, and
I don't have to pay Ticketmaster to see Pearl Jam, but I got to pay Ticketmaster to see Punxsutawney Phil.
After the Elixir Life ceremony, Jason Gamble and friends will come out and perform. So, not just Jason
like
Gamble,
all of the friends, like didn't
all of his friends look up.
I thought it was the cast of Friends.
Yeah, maybe. Hey, for $25,
and then they're going to Applebee's to get the all you can eat.
yes,
For $15 for all of them.
all of his friends.
All y'all can eat.
Oh man. Well, we're gonna have to end with that, but man, what spot?
Yes, we are.
I
What
mean,
an ending.
you're probably sitting there going, "Man, what am I going to do this weekend?" Well, hey, done.
Guess what?
$25.
We know what you're doing now,
Yes.
etc. Nation.
All right. Well, thanks for checking us out. Anything you guys want to share real quick before we roll?
I'm just saying, I'm gonna have to set aside to go next year just to show you what a banger of a time it is.
Okay. Well, I mean, you got your new church. You need an outing, like a church trip.
Yeah, do I cancel service because Groundhog Day is on a Sunday in 2025? Do I cancel service for that?
Absolutely.
Or you have your service in Punxsutawney.
Oh, field trip, yes.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. Churches don't do field trips enough.
Yay, we get to go on a field trip. Or, like I had on a show once this guy who was a missionary who would go do services at strip clubs. I mean, hey, if they do it at strip clubs, why don't you do it at Punxsutawney?
Same thing.
Yeah,
Same thing.
Well, you got to be
all
21
is 21 or older.
Jeez,
it's
like,
pretty much all dudes in the picture that I saw.
Yes. Shouldn't that be an event that you should take your kids to?
No.
I mean, why would
it's Groundhog Day?
No.
Right.
It's not Groundhog Day. Groundhog Day.
Well,
but that's an event you take the whole family to.
It was months ago. This is not Groundhog Day. This is some other made up weird thing.
But if we justify Punxsutawney and all that other crap, shouldn't that be more marketable to kids? You know what I mean?
Why is it all got to be about kids? Why is it got to be about kids?
Well, let's buy into this for a second.
Kids love Labor Day. I'm telling you.
If this is legitimate, if this is
it
a
means
good
a lot
thing,
to them. Yeah.
We need to make the whole thing all about kids. But no, it's 21 and above, and all this is a bunch of dudes held together, passing around Elixir Life, and waterboarding old Phil. So,
Oh yeah,
we're going to do our
Talk to
investigation.
Tony Phil, baby.
I don't know, Joe. Maybe I'll have you reach out to the group next
All right.
time.
Hey, everybody!
We
This
gotta
is
go.
Joe. This is Joe from the Etc. Show. We want to talk to you about your stupid groundhog thing.
We want to make fun of you, really.
We think your stupid groundhog thing is weird. Can we talk to you about it?
And we'll put it on the internet right away. So
right away.
Well, hey,
we'll be streaming college football.
Yes, no streaming of college football. Not streaming.
Not college football. Just of it.
Streaming of
Got
college football.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So for Paul and Joe and Punxsutawney Phil and Reagan, this is Chris. Have a great day, everybody.